A strong magnitude 6 earthquake has struck Croatia after a 5.7 further south struck Greece. We'll take a look at the map so that we have a better idea of where the locations are and what USGS is showing us. The European geologists are calling it 6 magnitude. The USGS has it at a 5.4. But I just noticed that we just had another one as I'm getting ready to put up the video. The red quakes, the red dots are the past hour, the blue are the past day, and the yellow are the past week, within the week. But I see that we have another earthquake as well. And let's go in a little bit more so we can get a better idea. It's in the same exact position, and it's the mountain of Zagreb in Croatia. It's a mountain, and it's, let's go in a little bit more so you can get the feel of it. That's it right there. That's the first one, okay? And that's the second one, within the hour, 4.6. Now, the first one was reported, sorry. Where is it? It was being reported by, let's get another one. It took some time, but they started reporting it to the USGS. 398 people. I would imagine that because of the fact that it's now 8 o'clock in the morning, people are probably out of their houses because of the strong earthquake. USGS has it as 5.4, whereas the geologists in Europe have it at 6 magnitude, okay? So it's as you can see, there's a big difference. The same thing with Canada. Canada has their quakes a lot bigger than what USGS reports them at, but what can I say? Take your pick. 5 is 5.4 by USGS, 6 by the European geologists. So the 5.4, the shaking was quite intense, as you can see, but they stop it at a block. They don't go above that block. If we were to extrapolate, we would see that it would be going a lot further out of the area that they're showing us. It's very intense, as you can see. It means it goes this way, okay? In the meantime, we had another earthquake here around Cephalonia a couple of days ago. That was 5.7, and that would have taken up this area here as well. And 5.7, Cephalonia, there it is. As you can see, very intense. They stopped the block right there, but if you were to extrapolate them, they would go up this way. So basically, they're touching each other. But this is your Google Earth. This is where we have it today, and it's a mountain. It's a ship-shaped mountain, as you can see here. Right there. That's it right there. And we had the initial quake there, that mountain there. And you can even see some snow on it. That whitish part is snow. And the second one just now as I was making it. Okay. And the second one now, let's put that. 4 people, they're just now starting to report it. Okay. And is there a shake map? No, they have the shake map from before. Okay. But it's the same exact location as we see. 5.4. And the one from Greece, Paramithia. This one here. Paramithia. Okay. That was the day before. 70 people felt that, reported it, that is. Of course, a lot more would have felt it. And just south of Albania. Let's go to our aerial. Okay. And you can see they stopped the shaking there on that squarish area. But the details of this Oh, I didn't show you the, I'm sorry, I have to show you, it's very important that we show the tectonics on this. Okay, and the aerial. Okay, so you see that we also had quakes in Italy the past few days. Okay, that's the Zagreb quake, and the Greek quake was here, opposite of Cephalonia. We had quakes here as well. Quakes pulling out. We had around Italy, Sicily, around the area of the faults. Right there, you can see. And that's Paramithia there, right there. As you can see, the 5.7. Okay, so basically, as we see from our faults, okay, there, the faults running this way, the quakes that we had here around Sicily, and pushing into this area here. This is where we had the big quakes, 5.7 and a day later, not even about a day later, we had it up here, and we're having the swarm going on there now, which are pretty strong. Pretty strong. We don't have any reports of damages yet because it's early, it's within the hour. And if you go to the information about this, this is very strong. It's up to now 438. The tectonics, seismically active region due to the north convergence of the African plate with respect to the Eurasian plate. This convergence began about 50 million years ago and was associated with the closure of the Tethys Sea, which is the today Mediterranean Sea. The modern day Mediterranean Sea, the highest rates of seismicity in the Mediterranean region found along the Hellenic subduction arc, which is right here. The highest rates of seismicity in the Mediterranean, along the North Anatolia fault, which is here in Italy, in Turkey, Western Turkey, and the Calabrian subduction zone, which is here, southern Italy. Local high rates of convergence at the Hellenic subductions, 35 millimeters a year, are associated with back arc spreading throughout Greece and Western Turkey, above the subducting Mediterranean oceanic crust. Crustal normal faulting throughout the region is a manifestation of extensional tectonics associated with the back arc spreading. The region of the Marianas Sea, which is around here, is a transition zone between this extensional regime to the west and the strike-slip regime in the North Anatolia Fault, right here. The North Anatolia Fault accommodates much of the right lateral horizontal motion, 23 to 24 millimeters a year, so they're going pretty fast, you can see, between the Anatolian plate and the Eurasian plate, as the Anatolian microplate is being pushed westward to further accommodate the closure of the Mediterranean basin caused by the African plate and Arabian plates. In southeastern Turkey, subduction of the Mediterranean seafloor beneath the Mediterranean Sea in the Calabrian subduction zone causes a significant zone of seismicity around Sicily and southern Italy. Active volcanoes are located above intermediate depth earthquakes in the Cyclades and Aegean Sea, Cyclades here, the Aegean Sea here, and in southern Italy. Now, the Mediterranean region, there's a written record several centuries long documenting pre-instrumental seismicity, that's before the 20th century. Earthquakes have historically caused widespread damage across central and southern Greece, Cyprus, Sicily, Crete, the Nile Delta, northern Libya, the Atlas Mountains here of North Africa, and the Iberian Peninsula. In 1903, the 8.2 Kythera earthquake and the 1926 magnitude 7.8 Rhodes earthquake are the largest instrumental recorded Mediterranean earthquakes, both of which are associated with subduction zone tectonics. Between 1939 and 1999, a series of devastating 7+ strikes of earthquakes propagating westward along the North Anatolia Fault. began with the 1939 7.8 earthquake in the east end of North Anatolia Fault, the east end here. The 1999 7.6 Izmit earthquake, that's the one that later came and struck into Athens, located to the westward part of the fault, struck one of Turkey's most densely populated and industrialized areas. So we could see that we do have a lot of, and then around the area of the Lisbon, the approximately 8 magnitude near Sicily 1693 generated a large tsunami that destroyed numerous towns along Sicily's east coast. The 7.2 in 1908 Messina earthquake, the deadliest European earthquake. And of course, the Portugal earthquake that caused a tsunami that swept up the Portuguese coast, inundating coastal villages and Lisbon. So, as you can see, it's a subduction. And we're having earthquakes. This pushing, every time you have here, it does push up here as well. We even had a very strange earthquake in the summer, not summer, yeah, I guess it was summer, one was a couple of months back, 4.7, but it cracked France. Remember this one here that we had here just north of Marseille? That cracked France. And this basically is around the areas of the Alps. These are the Alps around here. Okay. So I'll leave links below for you for this on USGS and Seismo Berkeley. Thank you. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.